flexible manufacturing system. We'll be talking about it. Next slide, please. So, what is a flexible manufacturing system? As its name suggests, in this there is some amount of flexibility which allows the system to react in case of changes, whether predicted or unpredicted. Next slide. What makes Next slide, please. What makes it flexible? The ability to identify and distinguish among different part styles processed by the system. First point. Second, a quick changeover of operating instruction and quick changeover of physical setup. The below diagram shows the three basic types of flexibility. Now, next slide. The FMS consists of three parts. First is the work machines, which are often automated CNC machines because they are very flexible. A CNC machine processes a piece of material to meet specifications by following a coded program instruction. The second part is a material handling system that optimizes parts flow. The third part is central control computer, which controls material movements and machine flow. The components of a FMS has first component as workstation. The types of workstation are load unload station, machining station, processing stations for punching, shearing, welding, etc., assembly stations, and other stations if necessary, such as inspection and vision. Now Ritvik will take over from here.
Okay.
So the second part of workstations are material handling systems. So in these material handling systems are very essential because these basically ensure independent movement of all the parts between each and every single station. They also handle multiple configurations and yeah, and, uh, so they're very important in case of if there's any need of any temporary storage or if there's any extra backlog of storage. They're also very essential for providing convenient access between for loading and unloading between one workstation to another. And most importantly, they're compatible and controlled to the main central computer control system. Uh, Yeah, so the next component is the computer control systems. So this is an extremely central part of the FMS, which includes a distributed computer system that is interface to everything, including the workstations, the material handling systems, and all other extra handling components. So typically, an FMS computer system consists of a central computer, which is connected to every single microcomputer, which is connected to the individual machines and all the components. So these microcomputers control each and every workstation individually, and these then report to the central computer, which monitors all these individual computers and ensures that all of these work in coordination and achieve smooth overall operation of the system.
Next.
Hello sir, Jayesh here. So I would like to take it from here. So
Okay.
different layout and FMS. So the first type is progressive or line type. The machine handling system are in a single line, and it is most useful when the part is progresses from one workstation to another. It is a unidirectional flow. Then the second type is loop type. The move is also here in one direction around the closed loop, where the capability to stop and transfer to any station at any point. The loading and unloading station are typically located at one end only. Next slide, please. So the third type is ladder type. The loading and unloaded is typically located at the same end. The sequence or transfer of parts from one machine to another is in form of ladder steps. Then the fourth type is open field. It is an adoption of the loop configuration, and it is a combination of loops and ladders organized to achieve the desired processing requirements. And the last one is the robot centered type. The robot centered cell is one of the most commonly used layout in industries. In this arrangement, a single robot is at the center and center of the work cell performing various operations. Next slide, please. So the another classification is number of machines. Like there is single machine, there are 2 or 3 machines and there are multiple machines. So I'm going to speak about the single machine cell. So it contains a single CNC machine connected to part storage system which can load and unload from the storage system. It is designed to operate in two modes basically, batch mode and flexible mode. In batch mode, the system processes a single style in specific lot because a lot of size before physical and program change over to the next specification. In flexible mode, it satisfies 3 or 4 tests for flexibility. The exception being error recovery because if there is a CNC machine center breakdown, the system stops. I would like to tell Shreyas to take over.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
So I'll be taking over from here. So I'll be talking about the flexible manufacturing cell. So as Jayesh talked about the single machine, when there are 2 or 3 machines that come together and perform the operation, they are called as flexible manufacturing cells. And these cells are what make up the flexible manufacturing systems that I'll be talking about in the next slide. So this setup can operate in flexible mode and batch mode as well as like the first cell. But the only difference is that if there is any error that happens in one of the workstations, error recovery is easily possible, as we can reroute the failed machine's intended parts for processing to the other 2 machines, and a new part designs can be introduced with relative ease into the setup. So what this ensures is that if one of the machine breaks down, we don't have to stop the entire system, but we can rely on the other machines in the single cell. The next is the flexible manufacturing system. Just by looking at the diagram, we can see that the level of complexity has increased. This diagram is for the flexible manufacturing system on your right hand side, and this is for the cell. So when many flexible manufacturing cells come together and there are more control computers that are introduced because the complexity increases, we get a system that is called as the flexible manufacturing system. In this, we can see that there are almost 5 to 7 CNC machines that are working together. FMS is larger than the flexible manufacturing cell. And this is not only in terms of the workstations, but also in number of the supporting stations in the system. That is the pallet washing stations, the coordinate measuring machines, the storage stations, and so on. So the computer control is also more sophisticated as compared to the flexible manufacturing cell. That's why we need more skilled labor to perform these kind of operations. Now I'll be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of flexible manufacturing system. As we can see in the disadvantages column right up, we can see that it is initial setup cost is high. Although this is true, once the setup cost is invested and if we have a working flexible manufacturing system, to run this system and to maintain the system is comparatively easier because we know the pinpoint location of the error that is going wrong, so that we can take that machine aside, we can work on it, and then we can let the rest of the machine smoothly running. In the advantages, we can see that there are reduced manufacturing cost, the machine efficiency is quite greater, and there is also improved quality as there is no interaction from humans, and human error is quite to the minimum. Adaptability to CAD CAM operations is also increased in terms of flexible manufacturing systems. There are shorter lead times, and the efficiency and the overall efficiency is improved as well. On the disadvantages column, we can see that it is a quite complicated system. As we saw in the previous slides and from the images, the line diagrams, it is also quite clear that the complexity of this system is quite high. So to operate this system, the requirement of skilled labor increases. Now we'll be talking about the applications. These applications are just some general industry applications that are listed down here, that it can be used in metal cutting and machining, it can be used in metal forming, it can be used in surface treatment, inspection, etc. The main one I want to focus right here is assembly, because we'll be talking about a real life example where FMS was actually implemented in a company called Watt Aerospace. It was one of the earliest companies to ever implement FMS. It is situated in Dallas, Texas, and from early 70s it implemented the flexible manufacturing system, and it paved the way for all the other companies to come together and start implementing FMS in their own production labs. So main use of the FMS in assembly is that we can see that in automotive sector, because the assembly requires high precision, which is given by flexible manufacturing systems. Here, as I talked about the real life example, this is just the information about the company. This by using about 8 CNC horizontal machines centers, it produced about 600 different aircraft components continuously and simultaneously.
as it was very primitive, and at that time the loading and unloading stations were actually separate and not the same, which is seen in the newer FMS. But the load unload stations in this FMS were quite different from what we see in nowadays. In the next slide, I'd like to show the line diagram by the courtesy of Cincinnati. So this is the person who actually implemented the FMS in the industry. As you can see, the quality is not that great. I just tried to pixelize it actually by expanding it. But if this diagram is visible, I'd like to show you that there is only one manual inspective station in the whole FMS. So that shows the amount of reliability we have on the machines to produce and actually go about machining different components. Thank you.
Yeah, very nice. References अच्छा वो report में दिए हैं ठीक है
yes sir, references are in the report.
Yeah. Audience, please. Today morning, if you all were in the lecture, then you must have seen all FMS layout the boys have explained. But those are explained here, as well as other aspects of FMS have also been explained. So this seminar is definitely better than the morning seminar because it is giving extensive idea about FMS, all sales and other things. So do you want to ask them? They are the expert now in front of you, Sate and that group. So if you have anything in doubt, you can ask them. Any genuine question, you are free to ask them. Anybody, please? Be free to ask. Don't hesitate. I don't think any question is there. Otherwise, they would have asked. Huh? So thank you for a very good seminar, Sate and group. So I'm stopping the recording now. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
I think I have already stopped. Stop. Yes. Yeah.